Okay, we're going to pick up where we left off. You only have 15 minutes to make a video. So we have to come back in and add these hidden holes. Again, if we make one, we can copy them down the line. And we know that they're in the middle, so we do have a point of reference already created. We'll make a point of reference for one of them. It only goes through that groove. It does not go all the way through to the bottom. So make sure that you do not send that all the way to the bottom of the part. So there is my point of reference. And we'll start constructing one of these. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to drag copies. So there's my hidden line, or what will be my hidden line for my hole. And then my center line. So two that are hidden. And my center line. Until I get that line pattern to show up. So save yourself some work here. I'm going to copy and place these where we need them. Center marks. So let's do the fillets first. We have casting fillets. New radius, which on this is 1/8 of an inch. And we have a few of them. Start here in the right side. There's one. There's two. And the third for this corner that gets knocked off. And we do need to extend back. Fillets in the front. These two corners get the fillet. And to the top section gets the fillet. It is on the object line, and I'm having a problem picking the object line from the hidden line. And I'm going to guess this could be a problem for you too. I'm just going to get this hidden line out of the way. I want to bring it back, so I'm not going to get rid of it altogether. So now I'll come to my fillet tool. I'll knock these corners off for our casting fillet, and I'll bring this one back across that hidden line. Now center marks. And we'll add some dimensions. Nothing special here. We do have a note for rounds and fillets. It's in fractions. So let's set this to fractions. That is a dimension style change. Fractions. And we need a 1/16 of an inch in terms of precision. So horizontal placement is going to be a factor due to the height of it being in a fractional format. Let's start hitting these. Overall length, the distance to the center, and the distance from the bottom. Okay. This little groove that goes through the bottom. We could do it here, but it's not going to fit, and fitment's really an issue being that this one's in fractions. I can flip the dimension to the opposing side, which makes that fit pretty well. Height of the base material. Start setting some about the overall width first of all, and then the width of the groove. you've seen other videos from me. I like when it's symmetrical, measuring the 7/8 would not be a problem. Well, we don't want 7/16, 7/16, and 7/8. I'm going to do 7/16 and 7/16. Thickness of the upper material. We already have the distance up here, so we need a radius. It is not a hole, it is an arc. Since I'm on my radius tool, I'll create this radius as well. Can I move it? I'll try. Oh, it does that stupid curve thing. That's not your fault. We're good. I have a hole diameter. There is a way to defeat this process, but let's keep going on. Diameter. Since I'm on my diameter tool, I'll take the diameter of one hole and the radius of the arc. Let's double check. 5/8 drill, yes. Length, yes. Radius, yes. 7/16, yes. A radius, yes. 1/8 inch up from the bottom. Got it. Ooh, that's a tight fit. How about we put this on the other side? It's not a problem. There's that 1/8 inch groove through the bottom. Alright, I did 7/16 and 7/16. So I got that one. Being that these are concentric, this dimension of 2 and 5/8, or the distance from the center, they are already established due to the fact that they are concentric. There's 2 and 5/8. That measurement doesn't necessarily need to be taken. That dimensional information is already given. Seven-eighths in from the end, I don't need that either. Being that this is concentric, this distance is 7/8. So that is already established. I just need a note for rounds and fillets. Again, with our dimensioning note, we want the font size to match. And they are a radius of 1/8. But my font size right now is 0.2. We've made this change before. Up here in the upper right hand corner. If you are having a problem with the 3/8 radius, this is another problem with AutoCAD. It wants to create that arc way out here that's referencing nothing. If you have to, you could pull it through. There is a way to defeat this, and you have to explode it. These are individual segments. When we explode this, this will make an arrowhead, this angled leader line, the shoulder, the 3 separate, the R separate, the 8 separate. But we can explode these. And so this is text, this is just a line, and an arrowhead. So what I would recommend that you do is just stretch the leader line on the same angle that you created it. Select the shoulder and the radius dimension at once and move them to get that away from that center line. So you have to explode it. Do it one more time. So AutoCAD wants to make this circle to extend the radius. Well, Here's really where we want the leader line shoulder dimension to go, but it's interfering with this center line. So explode it. I want to extend the leader line. I will take the shoulder and the dimension and I'll move them both at the same time, so I don't have to recreate that text. And there I have it. Oh, delete that. So, cross feed stop.